All right, the good old question that keeps popping up every now and again. I say every now and again, but it's mainly on the old videos. Bitz, when is the next Satisfactory video, or what's going on with it? What's the plan? You continuing? Of course, I'm always going to continue with Satisfactory. But first, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another video. Happy Sunday. I think that's when I'll be releasing this, Sunday. Which is going to be special for me because it's going to be the first time I'm attending an F1 race as a person that's, you know, grown up watching F1 and whatnot, and it's going to be a special event. It's going to be something called courtesy of Red Bull, and I'll be there from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm recording these faces for you, as well as there'll be an Expedition 33 video dropping as well today. I'm saying today, but I'm speaking in the present, future tense for me, but for you it's the present tense. So today there is an Expedition 33 video dropping, as well as this one. It's either dropped before this or after this. I don't know. Well, editing bits will figure that out. But yeah, hopefully doing well. Hopefully you've had a good weekend yourself. And maybe I'll vlog it. I don't know. I mean, eventually I do want to do it because I've been going on so many adventures recently. Like I went to Paris for like an event kind of thing, and even though I know for a fact I wouldn't have been able to record some of it, it'd be kind of good to like take you guys along with me, and maybe that'd be something you're interested in. But I just need, because it's a new style of content, and especially putting a camera in your face whilst walking and adventuring and all this kind of stuff. Maybe it's just something I need to pull the trigger on, because eventually I would want to do it. Because the thing in Paris might lead to, well, fingers crossed, to a big event that's going to be happening in Las Vegas in a month, 2 months, which could be a fun time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes good with that. I did some like headshot stuff and some like video diary kind of things for that event in case it does go ahead. On top of that, obviously we've been doing the voice acting stuff for the game that's coming out next year, and I've also just sent off an audition shot for something else as well, for another game, which I never thought in a million years would I ever apply to do voice acting, which it's just one of them that just happened, and it's very surreal, and it just feels good to do it. I never thought I'd get into it. I never thought I had a voice for it. Maybe people obviously will have opinions. Oh, you can't do voice acting work, but then it works for some things, work for other things, and obviously I'm looking forward to seeing the actual final thing, and I'll be excited to share with you when we hear more details about it when it gets closer to the dates and whatnot. But yeah, like going and doing like them adventures, I'm thinking about maybe vlogging them because I've been doing a lot of adventures, and like it's maybe it's just something, like I said, I just need to pull the trigger on. But on top of that, on my side, everything's good. Everything's good. Obviously, we're unbanned from YouTube now, like I said, with regard to the music. And then also, the big old question, as what this title and thumbnail is probably about, is Bitz, where is the Satisfactory content? What's going on with that? Well, it's coming. It's never going to end. You know, it's my bread and butter of this channel, of my content, and it will always be the bread and butter of this channel. But just like all of us, we do play other games. There is some people out there that think I'm a bloody robot, and because I stream 12 hours a day and still release videos and all this kind of stuff, and wonder how all things get done and whatnot. But like, I've still got to play the other games. Like right now, we're playing Expedition 33. What a fantastic game that is! It's completed, by the way. I have just completed it. So if you are watching that series, I've already completed the game. I'm not going to spoil it for you, of course. But what a real contender for Game of the Year that is. What a real contender. It's a fantastic game. For a team of 32 developers, some ex-Ubisoft devs and some new devs, and to find out that the music in that game was found, they found the guy on SoundCloud. It's really, truly a game that you shouldn't really miss out on. It's there. It's it. It's at top of its game, and again, I think it is going to win Game of the Year this year. But there's more games to arrive yet, so we can't say that too early. But like Split Fiction was a fantastic game as well. I had a lot of fun with that. That's up there. We've got the new Ghosts of Yotei coming out as well. I think that's October. Looking forward to playing that. I don't think Borderlands is going to get put into the Game of the Year because it's just another game of a previous game and all that kind of stuff. Even though like Ghosts of Yotei is, it'll be kind of interesting to see what new tech and what new stuff they kind of bring into that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like in regards to the Satisfactory stuff, we're just taking a break from it. You know, I'm not going as hard as what I used to because we are doing variety stuff. I did say like in 2023, 2024, twice in 2024 in like these headshot videos, these update videos, is that I will be eventually pivoting to full variety. And that's what we're doing now. We are full pivoting to variety on this channel. Some people are like, yeah, but you're going to get 25, 30k views on them videos, but why put up something out you're only going to get 500 out? Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing it just for like the views and all that kind of stuff. I do it for the love of gaming. Like, I love gaming and I like to play every single game. And I wish I could pull 50, 100k, millions of views on videos, and maybe one day I will. And you, like, I love Satisfactory and all this kind of stuff, but we've got to take into consideration now, like, it's after 1.0. We are in the realm of the unknown. We know there's potential planned DLC. We knew 1.1 was going to come out. We don't know what's planned for the future of it. So we've got to make sure we as creators are prepared for anything. You know, we've got to do that. And even though that the game has many different ways of playing it and doing things, we've already explored a lot of that. We've also got mods to play with, which I've never touched a mod except Satisfactory Plus. That's a bit, I'm just going kind of backtracking on myself. But Satisfactory Plus, for example, I definitely want to wait for Satisfactory Plus to be completed and then do that. Like, I've still not fully finished my Satisfactory 1.0 playthrough now that the game's full. And it's just because I'm taking a break from it. And because, as you know, like at September 10th last year, I was streaming every single day. We're doing the marathon stream. And then even when that ended, we were still going. Like, I was hitting 15 hours a day playing that game. And eventually, sometimes we've got to take a step back and play a shooting game, or a racing game, or Barbie Princess. I just realised I shouldn't have really said that, because somebody from the Twitch will watch this and then say, like, oh, when are you going to play it now? Because the memers. But obviously, I've been playing every game under the sun recently. I've been playing a bit of the Division. I tried the new game, what's it called? The Alters. That's got really good potential. There's one thing I have really found, though, because obviously I've been doing varieties and all stuff on the live streams for the last 2 years, mainly. But it's only really come to this channel kind of in the last couple of months. Really, we were kind of just like playing other games. And the hardest thing about being a variety gamer now and variety streamer is there's not enough time to play everything. And it's the hardest thing is to pick and choose and when to release videos and whatnot. Because the biggest thing about story games, for example, right? When I release one of them videos on day one, people might not watch it day one. They might not watch it for a few weeks because they might want to play it themselves and they don't want a story ruined, which is totally fine. But then you've also got, what's a good length of a video? Is it 45 minutes to 2 hours. And the reason I say this, there's a lot of people like say, oh, why would somebody watch a 2-hour video? And there is a reason for it. You're going to see a lot of streamers and a lot of content creators do it. Jacksepticeye does it, for example. He'll release a video. Hollow does it. Like, they release videos like 3 to 4 hours long. That's because they are story-driven games, and they release them to get them out, right? Because if I was to release, like I'm doing with Expedition 33 right now, I'm releasing them daily at 6 PM, and they're about an hour to like 2 hours long. And over 2 weeks, you know, the fall off is a thing. The fall off is a thing. So the first couple of episodes are always going to do pretty well, but then you'll find out, you know, when you get to like episode 4 onwards, episode 5 onwards, it kind of like starts dipping dramatically. That's because people have lost interest in it. So hence why people release these large mega videos on these games. And it's so you can just sit back and watch it in one go. You know, put it on your screen whilst you're gaming yourself and all this kind of stuff. Just very much like a live stream, you know. And they are very unedited and whatnot. And that's kind of what we're doing as well. It's kind of like we're making sure that they are just straight raw gameplay. The only things that really get cut out is anything that's repetitive, or, for example, I've been playing Expedition 33 and I've had a couple of crashes in it, so I've had to, you know, skip them out and whatnot. There's so many games I want to play, and I want you to enjoy them with me. You know, at the end of the day, we are community. And wait, my camera just died. No, see, now I've got to edit this video. I've got to cut this video now. Give me a minute. Hold, please. You can hold. Yeah. Wait. Hold. It's coming back on. There we go. It should be coming back on now. It should be coming back on. Hello? Test 1, 2. Hey, there we go. I didn't have my fan on. So, fun fact, when you're working with these types of cameras, especially DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, and you're putting out 4K, they do kind of get hot. So making sure it's constantly plugged in, it's using a dummy battery. I've got like a fan to one side that kind of keeps it cool. And I've just recently changed the lens and I've changed the angle and whatnot. And I didn't move the fan to actually face you guys, you know, because that's you. So it was quite hot to the touch. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, I'm just enjoying gaming. Just gaming for gaming. And it's been fun. Like, we've put so many hours into Dune Awakening, like I said. There's some other games I want to play coming out. I want to play, what's it called? Death Stranding. I did try Death Stranding, the first one, but I couldn't get into it. But maybe at the time when I played it was just the wrong time, because I was still knees deep in Satisfactory stuff. So maybe I will give Death Stranding a go again and get ready to play the second one. Also, I want to play, obviously, Borderlands 4 when it comes out. And I'm going to be honest with you, right? So, I want to be straight to the point with this. I ignore everything in regards to politics or news with games. I'm a gamer. I play games for games. I don't care what somebody said on Twitter. I don't care anything like that. I just play games, you know? I just pick up the controller and I play. I don't bring anything political into this. This was a big thing when I released Hogwarts, the Hogwarts series. I had so many people in the comments talking about it and, oh, can you support this game and whatnot. At the end of the day, they sent me the game for free. I understand, yeah, I'll put in content on it for people to play it and promote it, and you could say, but like, I ignore all of that. You know, not all content creators follow political views. At the end of the day, that kind of stuff eventually might end up, you know, breaking the gaming space down. And it's happening a lot recently. There's way too many political things in regards to games. And then what you'll find out is in a year from that, that whole political thing is switched and everyone's like, oh, maybe we should have played it. You know what I mean? So it's like, today's one thing, tomorrow's another, right? I'm a gamer. I just play games to game. Some people will like them, some people won't like them. If you don't like them, don't watch them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of the way it goes. And it's the same with the live streams. I keep everything political out of them. This is the only video I've kind of talked about it in general. And I'm expecting people to comment on this. More than likely, people might mention it, saying, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't have played that, blah 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 blah." But it's I don't care about all that stuff. I just game to game, and I just want to because gaming's our getaway, right? Playing games is a way for us to get away from world things. It's to get away from the crying kid you might have had for the last 5 days and whatnot. This is figure of speech, by the way. You might have had your wife or your husband napping in your ear the last couple of hours. You might have had an argument. You might just want to sit down and just escape, right? Because this is what we do. We're gamers. We escape. We play games. And it's a good time to just pass time along. And luckily, I'm in a position I get to do this for you guys' faces, and it provides me with a career. And I can't thank you all enough for that. So I'm in a very lucky position. There's many people, millions. Many of you guys probably want to know how to get into this space and do all this kind of stuff. And you know, I was the same 13 years ago. You know, it's August 25th this year will be my 12th year. 2013 is when I first did my first ever live stream. I think 2014 was my first ever YouTube video, but it wasn't on this channel. I'm never going to tell you my usernames in regards to them channels. Because I don't think they exist. But my first ever video, in fact, was I think it was either Walking Dead. Do you remember the Walking Dead series, the Telltale games? I think it was that. It was either Minecraft. When did that come out? 2012. And I played it in 2013. So that's when the Walking Dead Telltale game come out. Yeah, the very first one. By Skybound and Telltale Games. And I released my video on that, I think maybe 2013, 2014. And we're coming up to my 12th, 13th year. And it wasn't until 2019, 2020 is when we took off. And that was due to Satisfactory. You know, we kind of blew up in the Satisfactory space when people enjoyed the content that I was putting out, and here you are today. Maybe you're not here today. So I appreciate if you're still here, and looking forward to the journey that comes ahead in regards to other games, other variety games. I know there's a lot of people out there, you know, that will still want the Satisfactory stuff, and you are still going to get it. Like, there is them hardcore fans and hardcore viewers that just want to see that. But unfortunately, that can't just be the way, you know, because at the end of the day, you're just thinking oh, I just want to see that stuff. You do that, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I can't just keep doing that, because that is crazy. Because the problem is, and this is a word of warning, especially if you are a new creator and you're growing yourself, is you need to find that one niche, right? My niche was Satisfactory, right? It was the game that built my community, right? I laid the foundations from 2013 when I first started until 2019. I started building a community then. I was averaging, you know, 50 people on the live streams and whatnot. And then it just kind of grew and grew. And there was 3 stages where we kind of grew on Twitch and on YouTube. Season 1 of Satisfactory, and that's when we kind of blew up. And then there was the Let's Gaming Out reaction. Again, that was you see so many people reacting to that, saying, "Oh my god, I just stole his video and content." No, I didn't, because I got permission. I actually, like I said, if you've seen the video, he was in the live stream. He used to come in the live stream a lot and talk the crap out of me with the flashbangs and all this kind of stuff. And I said, keep doing it, I'm going to react. And a lot of people still ask me today, like, why do you not react to his other stuff? Because I don't play the other stuff that he does. You know, there's no point. Like, my bread and butter is Satisfactory. And when he was doing Satisfactory stuff, I could provide extra valued content on top of what he was doing in regards to information, what the current updates was, and all this kind of stuff, and whatnot. The problem is, when I was giving that information on them videos, a lot of people, because like when I was talking about, oh, I wonder what's powering all of this, people were saying, oh, nuclear stuff. It wasn't nuclear stuff, because nuclear wasn't in yet. In regards to like the whole water and all the water going into the water and stuff, and people was like, oh, he's got a big massive nuclear plant and a big one in, yeah, but that's in 7 videos time. That was 3 years later, not in that specific time when that video released. So and whatnot. So it's a weird place how the YouTube space works in regards to I do it myself. So when I see a video, I'm like, why did I not do that? Because but you gotta realize that video was released 2 years ago. It wasn't released yesterday. You know what I mean? So, like, I think it's been happening with the Expedition 33 right now. There's been some people, I've seen the comments, telling me to like, oh, you know, maybe go and do this, go and do that, you know, go and change this in the settings. I know you are, and I appreciate yous. But unfortunately, I've completed the game now. So when the video releases, I'm pretty sure when that video released, I think it was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I'm already like 11 videos ahead of that one. So like, I'm not ignoring the comment and not putting it in. It's because I'm way ahead of the recording. So hopefully that is understandable. But yeah, like, we're just kind of taking a hiatus from Satisfactory. I will come back to it. I will do a video on it. And how them videos are going to be, I don't know if they're going to be similar to what they was before. I don't know how, because I'm trying to find a formula that works well. Because I'm now part of YouTube ambassadors. YouTube is kind of like YouTube. It's like a closed space for YouTube creators where we discuss the potential future for live streaming and videos and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's kind of like a research thing, but it's like we get to see what's coming and all this kind of stuff. So like, some things I can't talk about, but like, we're trying to make sure that the future of YouTube gaming and live streaming on the platform is in a good space with our feedback and all this kind of stuff. And you know, live streaming is always going to be the way to go. But unfortunately not for discoverability. Discoverability, you need to, you know, just make videos on and whatnot. So I didn't realize, like, I'll be talking about all of this. My brain just kind of wanders in spaces, in places, you know. That's my ADHD brain for you. You know, and I think the reason I can ramble on like this for just so many different topics in games is because I'm a big gamer, and I love what I do, you know. So I'm not sitting here with a script and reading off bullet points or all that kind of stuff. I'm just talking to you guys as if, you know, you were sat here in front of me, and we're just talking. But yeah, we're just taking a break from Satisfactory right now. We're playing other games. We've got many games to come out. Who knows? I might play it tomorrow. I might play it midweek. I might play it all next week. Who knows? But we've got Steam Automation Fest next week, so I'm going to be playing a few titles that some individual developers are going to be probably putting out and wanting showcasing and all this kind of stuff. Some might be sponsored, some might be not. I don't know. We'll just see, you know, how the cookie crumbles. But at the end of the day, I like to make sure that there's many eyes on games, especially from indie developers, that need to be seen. And Steam Automation Fest is a good time because, one, it's an automation fest, which is our kind of bread and butter, and it's kind of cool to see what some games are like. I'm looking forward to like Star Rupture. You know, I'm looking forward to that. and just seeing what happens. You know, like with me, I can say one thing today and it's a totally different thing tomorrow, and that's just my brain just working crazy, you know. So I've kind of learned that about myself over the last 6 months, is that I can't just sit myself down and just plan something for like the next 2-3 months, because I guarantee in a week's time from now it's changed. I could start playing one game and I switch from it the week after, you know. I do that. That's why I think variety gaming is best for me, because it helps with that dopamine for sure. And I tell you what, Dune Awakening did fill that spot. I'm looking forward towards what's next. So I'm kind of curious on, like I said, on what I'm going to be playing next. We are still going to sprinkle in the Dune Awakening stuff. We are going to sprinkle in the Satisfactory stuff. We are going to playing a little bit of Death Stranding. I don't know when I should start that. Maybe I'll start that tomorrow, or the week after. I don't know. But again, if you ever want to see what videos I've got releasing or coming out, I'll put a link for it in the description. I do have a Bitzpedia, where you can see all the past live streams. Like, you can see games that are upcoming. That's not really managed as much, that live stream. On the Bitzpedia, I've just put up the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks worth of past live streams on there. And then also on the main page of it, like, you can see like what live streams are going to be coming out. Yeah, so I've got like videos of Expedition 33 going up to Wednesday, the 9th of July next week. And that is as of now. That I've not that's not edited. They're edited versions. I've still got to edit the rest of the game yet to put up there, so that's quite a few videos. And there will be 2 videos going out a day sometimes. There'll be 1 video going out a day sometimes. That'll be it, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling. I think I should really end this video because it's been going on for half an hour. So it's just basically me talking. So hopefully you've enjoyed this podcast, I guess. This video podcast of me talking and rambling about random stuff, and where we're going, what I've been doing. And as of next week, I don't have any plans. I'm away at the end of August, because I'm off to Rome, and then I'm potentially looking at my first ever holiday break. Obviously, I've been abroad like 10 times now, but it's all been for work. It's all been for like gaming events, or it's been part of just doing some hush stuff in regards to some things in the future, or whatnot. But I've never been abroad just to relax or stuff. So I'm looking at that at maybe the end of August, start of September. And we will be doing another marathon stream in September. But it won't be until like the end of September, because I'm going to... He's already announced it, so I'm not spoiling anything. I'll be attending Total Eclipse's wedding. So I'll be heading down there for that. I have something I'm going to say, a specific date and whatnot. But yeah, I'll be down there and be a good time. And then after that, we'll probably boot up the marathon stream and just crack on. Just see where we go, see what happens, see what we do. And this time, no hacking, no distractions, no illnesses or whatever, because we're going to skip what happened at the end of last year. But anyway, guys, much love. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for being humble, as always. And as always, keep smiling and check out my other videos right here that you might see up on screen. It's probably, I think it's going to be around here. Maybe this box down here. But yeah, as always, keep smiling, and I'll see you in another video, or I'll see you in another live stream. So as always, see you then. Bye-bye. You got a fast car. I'm gonna take it to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. Down on my bow.